So now we are ready to get into my pinky toned palettes. So we'll start with Rose Quartz by Huda Beauty. Obviously, I am not in any kind of rush to get rid of this. I literally just got it this last November, so very, very pretty. I don't love these stupid Vaseline shades, but the rest of this is really pretty, so it's a keep. Along these same lines, Natasha Denona Love Palette. This was a gift from my husband, so definitely really appreciate that. I love the color story in here, especially the purples that are in here. I don't use the pinks as much, but the purples for sure, so I'll be hanging on to that. And then the retro palette, this is the pink palette from Natasha Denona. I love how cool toned it is. It almost pulls a little eggplant. This shade in the center here is so sparkly and textured. I love using it. Every time I do a look with this, I end up using that shade because I just can't handle myself. It's a really pretty color story. Definite keep. So the next one is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, and I think I'm still going to hang on to this one. It is a really pretty color story. I do really like the mattes that are in here, and I think it would complement some of my other palettes nicely, so I'm not ready to give that one up just yet. And the Rose Period by Suva Beauty looks like this. This one is actually really nice for travel, believe it or not, because I feel like you can go really light to really deep. You've got some really nice metallics in here. It's a little big, but it's kind of one of those where I can get the color story that I want, and if for some reason this got destroyed, I wouldn't be as heartbroken as some of my other palettes, so I keep it for that reason. Alright, let's talk about this one. This is the Milani Salt and Pepper Hot Cool Ambitious palette, which looks like this. I really like the metallics in this one, but I have not touched this palette since I did my video on it, which was a while ago. So I'm going to go ahead and let this one go, even though I think it's so cool. Next up is the Strawberry Lemonade palette from Makeup Maniacs Cosmetics, and it looks like this. I really like this palette, but I wonder actually if it's similar to the Weekend Vibes here. Let's take a look. So we've got like a yellow and a yellow. We've got sort of this peachy orange and a deeper orange, which I actually like better. We've got some bright pinks and corals here. We've got some more mid-toned pinks and corals here. Champagne here, and then two pinky shades. These are more like orangey shades than pinky shades, but I think because I have this one and I'm going to keep it, I can let this one go. Good for me. I really didn't think I was going to declutter anything out of this particular drawer because this is like my favorite colors. Alright, Alien Cosmetics Strawberry Milkshake Palette, which I always want to call a Strawberry Shortcake Palette, but whatever. Super, super cute. I like the metallic formula in here. I like the mattes. The only matte I think is useless is this one, and it's just because it's like a dumb color. I didn't really need that in the color story, but everything else is great, so definitely keeping. Same with the Deuce palette by Juvia's Place. This is so pretty. Every time I do a look with this palette, I'm always like, why don't I use this palette more? Because it's so, so pretty to use, so definitely hanging on to that one. I don't know why they discontinued it. Strawberry Dream. Amazing, amazing formula. Amazing color story. Definitely going to hang on to this one. This blue sparkly shade is like, shut up and take my money, you know? Keep. There. You can see that one. Beautiful iridescent shades. Alright, so this is a palette that I curated. My friend decluttered this palette to me, and then I popped a bunch of her shades out and I put some other shades in, and I think this is a really nice color story, but I might edit this around a little bit again because I really like this palette and the packaging, so I definitely want to keep that. May or may not keep all the shades in here, but I'm definitely going to hang on to this for now. And then here's another Huda Beauty. This is the Mercury Retrograde palette. These shades are so stunning and glittery. Like, I cannot stand how pretty they are. I'm definitely keeping this color story, this palette. If you can find this one half price, which it usually ends up at Sephora half price every once in a while, definitely pick it up. That is worth your money and then some. What next? The Sweet Shop palette, like I said, I'm not going to declutter any of these. This one looks super cute. I love that you have more of this like periwinkle kind of stuff, and then you have more like pinky purple stuff in here. Definitely hanging on to. Let's talk about the Sweet Talk palette. This one is another one that I kind of edited from some of the other palettes, and I just picked up the Apricot You Not palette. I just ordered that actually last night. So I think I may, like I said, end up editing some of these shades together to keep the palette and make the inside look a little bit more interesting for me. This is the Unearthly Cosmetics Sleepover palette, which looks like this. Absolutely stunning, stunning palette. I've loved every look I've done with this. The shimmers in here are like so nice. I really like this dark metallic, and I love this shade here for deepening out the corners. So definitely gonna hang on to that one. This is the Queen palette by Fumi and Juvia's Place. I really like the packaging of this. I love how it's like kind of like a card, but I feel like I have so many other palettes I can probably let this one go because I'm not using it a whole lot, so we'll declutter that. Nabla Dreamy. Oh, this palette is so pretty. Took me a while to hunt this one down too, and then they started restocking it, and then it was easy for everybody to get. But this palette is so pretty. It's got those nice soft pinky rosy shades I like. It's got this really beautiful like purple shimmer here. I definitely am going to hang on to that. Alright, the Beauty Bay New Romantic palette looks like this. I really like their formula. Their formula is really nice, and I love this kind of olivey green here to go with these other shades. You've got some really bright, like almost watermelon-y kind of pink shades, and then some stuff that's a little bit more neutral. Do I want to keep it? I think I want to keep it. I think so, yeah. We'll hang on to it for now. Then I have the Oma Beauty Heritage palette, which looks like this. I actually won this collection from a Beauty Bay and Oma Beauty giveaway on Instagram, and there's a video up swatching everything in this collection if you wanted to see it. But these shimmers are so nice. Here's another one of those like pink to gold shimmery shades. They look so pretty in the light. They catch so beautifully. Definitely going to be hanging on to this one. Scarlet Dusk by Ace Beauté looks like this. I think this one is really nice, but I wonder if I have New Romantic, do I need this one? Let's see. So you've got kind of some like burgundy shades here, but I've really only got like this one up here. You've got this kind of orangey. I mean, these lean almost a little bit more orange than they do anything else. Okay. I'm going to put the Scarlet Dusk off to the side and see if I have anything else that really has those like orangey tones in it. If not, then I'll hang on to this one. Okay. I have the Profusion Mauves and Fuchsia palettes. These are really nice quality, especially for $5 at the drugstore or at Walmart. That's a steal. So I like them a lot. I need to do a video ranking these. I know that's been something that's been requested, but I just have not gotten around to it. So I think I'll hang on to these at least until I do that video. And then this is the Midas Cosmetics and Smoky Glow palette. Looks like this. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely not giving this one up. I really love all the shades in here, so definitely hanging on to that. The To Me Love Me palette. I know this is such a like corny palette, and I'm sure nobody else is keeping this in their collection, but I actually really like it. I love the whole like love letter vibe. Like that is my jam. And the shimmers in here, like these kind of cooler toned shimmers, are so pretty. Every time I go into this palette, I like want to use them. But I feel like they're not as vibrant as they were before. Yeah, maybe it's time to let this one go, because I feel like this one is pretty similar to New Romantic, and then it has some of those shimmers like the Huda Beauty one, so I'll let this one go and hopefully give it a new home. And then the Bridgerton palette. This is the first round of Bridgerton palette with Pat McGrath. That got a little bit messed up. But this is one of her like special shades, so I feel like much better hanging on to this one to have one of her like special shades than to hang on to that other like neutral one that I had. So I'm gonna hang on to that for sure. We've got the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, which I'm so disappointed the sleeve is what has this really cool design on it, and the regular like palette is just black, but whatever. Colors in here are really pretty. They're still nice and soft, so I'm gonna hang on to that. And then the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Francation palette. This is like, oof, cult status. I love the like super dark shimmers that they have in here. They are so pretty. I don't know why this one is pulling so blue on camera, but it's actually very grapey purple. But yeah, really pretty. Definitely hanging on to that. The Morphe and Cherry Coke collection. I could not stop myself. I don't really care about Morphe that much, but this one definitely appealed to me. I love the collab, like the fact that it's Coke just got me. So I'm going to hang on to that for a while longer too, because you can see the shimmers are really nice quality. Right, then just 3 more in this drawer. This is the Makeup of Murder Partner in Crime palette, one of the very first things I put up on my channel. And this is what the color story looks like. The black is getting a little bit like hard, but the rest of these shades are still like nice and soft and beautiful. So definitely going to be hanging on to that one. I love the shimmers in this formula. They're like so pretty. So pretty. Alright, hanging on to this one. Plus I love the like murdery vibe, like true crime and makeup. All for it. Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette. This one had like a cult following, so I felt like obligated to get it when it went on sale. Some of the shimmers in here are soft, but some of them just feel kind of like gritty, and then I feel kind of lost as to what to do with this palette. I feel like for being berries and cream, there should be more than like 3 berry shades, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of brown in here, a lot of gold in here, so I don't know. I think I'll keep it for now, but if I don't use it again by the next time I declutter, I'll probably get rid of it. I mean, the formula is good, don't get me wrong, formula is great, but sometimes it's just a little bit like gritty to work with. Alright, and then Milk Cosmetics She's in Parties, for sure going to be hanging on to this one. Again, I love the deep metallics that are here. This is the only shade in here that's kind of meh, and I originally had the stack of this as well, and that shade was kind of meh in the stack too. You can see it's supposed to have kind of this like pinky peachy pull to it, and it sort of does, but it's not very impressive. I feel like I have other iridescent multi-chromes that work better for that, so I will be keeping this palette. Alright. And out of this one, I think I only decluttered 4, which not my best work, and then I have 1 in the maybe pile that I'm going to be working on. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and keep an eye out because there are going to be more declutter videos coming your way very soon. Bye!